No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Concern should drive us into action, and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they will. There is a good principle which created order, light and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, darkness, and woman. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Do not talk a little on many subjects, but much on a few. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. The most momentous thing in human life is the art of winning the soul to good or evil. Consider before acting, to avoid foolishness. It is the worthless man who speaks and acts thoughtlessly. Without justice, no realm may prosper. Evolution is the law of life number, is the law of the universe unity, is the law of God. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. He buries gold who hides the truth. Music is the harmonization of opposites, the conciliation of warring elements. As the sea crab swimmeth always against the stream, so doth wit always against wisdom. So tutor youth that the sins of age be not imputed to thee. Assist a man in raising a burden, but do not assist him in laying it down. Step not beyond the beam of the balance. Wind indeed increases fire, but custom love. Those alone are dear to divinity who are hostile to injustice. None can be free who is a slave to and ruled by his passions. One must choose in all things a mean just and good. Instruct thyself, for time and patience favor all. In this theater of man's life, it is reserved only for God and angels to be lookers on. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. But respect yourself most of all. Better be mute than dispute with the ignorant. Every man has been made by God in order to acquire knowledge and contemplate. Don't eat your heart. Numbers rule the universe. Friends share all things. Let not sleep fall upon thy eyes till thou hast thrice reviewed the transactions of the past day. Where have I turned aside from rectitude? What have I been doing? What have I left undone, which I ought to have done? to cognize the divine essence. This is the highest purpose of soul, sent by the Creator to the earth. You will know that wretched men are the cause of their own suffering, who neither see nor hear the good that is near them, and few are the ones who know how to secure release from their troubles. He is not rich that enjoyeth not his own goods. Above all things, reverence yourself. Number was the substance of all things. Power is the near neighbor of necessity. Envy has been, is, and shall be the destruction of many. What is there that envy hath not defamed, or malice left undefiled? Truly, no good thing. Before all, be real. Only the truth gives to the word the Orpheus lyre power. Respect gods before demigods, heroes before men, and first among men your parents, but respect yourself most of all. As soon as you awake, in order lay the actions to be done the coming day. Friendship is one soul in two bodies. Government exists only for the good of the governed. The earth affords a lavish supply of richess of innocent foods, and offers you banquets that involve no bloodshed or slaughter. Only beasts satisfy their hunger with flesh, and not even all of those, because horses, cattle, and sheep live on grass. Wealth is a weak anchor, and glory cannot support a man. This is the law of God, that virtue only is firm, and cannot be shaken by a tempest. There is no word or action, but has its echo in eternity. A stone is frozen music. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. Govern your tongue before all other things, following the gods. It is requisite to defend those who are unjustly accused of having acted injuriously, but to praise those who excel in a certain good. Neither will the horse be adjudged to be generous, that is sumptuously adorned, but the horse whose nature is illustrious. Nor is the man worthy who possesses great wealth, but he whose soul is generous. The stars in the heavens sing a music, if only we had ears to hear. Thou shalt likewise know that according to law, the nature of this universe is in all things alike. Allow not sleep to close your eyes before 3 times reflecting on your actions of the day. What deeds done well, what not, what left undone. Thought is an idea in transit, which when once released never can be lured back, nor the spoken word recalled. A stranger, if just, is not only to be preferred before a countryman, but a kinsman. Despise all those things which when liberated from the body you will not want. Invoke the gods to become your helpers. Remind yourself that all men assert that wisdom is the greatest good, but that there are few who strenuously seek out that greatest good. Having departed from your house, turn not back, for the Furies will be your attendants. Know thyself, and thou wilt know the universe. Do not spend in excess like one who is careless of what is good, nor be miserly. The mean is best in every case. Dear youths, I warn you, cherish peace divine, and in your hearts lay deep these words of mine. Let a man use great reverence and manners to himself. So in life, some enter the services of fame and others money. But the best choice is that of those few who spend their time in the contemplation of nature and as lovers of wisdom. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name of philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. Many words befall men, mean and noble alike. Do not be astonished by them, nor allow yourself to be constrained. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things: with the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city, and the discords of families. Write in the sand the flaws of your friend. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. Number rules the universe. Above all things, respect yourself. Geometry is knowledge of the eternally existent. None but God is wise. When going to the temple to adore divinity, neither say nor do anything in the interim pertaining to the common affairs of life. The octave formed a circle and gave our noble earth its form. Above all, have respect for yourself. The soul of man is divided into 3 parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. God built the universe on numbers. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Don't disarrange my circles. The wind is blowing. Adore the wind. Speak not nor act before thou hast reflected. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. He who knoweth not what he ought to know is a brute beast among men. He that knoweth no more than he hath need of is a man among brute beasts, and he that knoweth all that may be known is as a god among men. Do not despise anyone, an atom shadowing. There are men and gods, and beings like Pythagoras. Abstain from animals. Do not even think of doing what ought not to be done. Bless us, divine number, who generated gods and men. Number contains the root and source of eternally flowing creation. You should make great things, not promising great things. I would have to say the probability of us dying seems extremely high. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. It is required to find the infinitely big inside what's infinitely small to feel the presence of God. Each celestial body, in fact each and every atom, produces a particular sound on account of its movement, its rhythm or vibration. All these sounds and vibrations form a universal harmony in which each element, while having its own function and character, contributes to the whole. Lust weakens both body and mind. Time is the soul of this world. There are in woman's eyes two sorts of tears, the one of grief, the other of deceit. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Disbelieve nothing wonderful concerning the gods, nor concerning divine dogmas. The wise man should be prepared for everything that does not lie within his control. Number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and demons. No man is free who cannot control himself. Truth is so great a perfection that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. Love that shines from within cannot be darkened by obstacles of the world of consequences. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only two remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. A good soul hath neither too great joy, nor too great sorrow, for it rejoiceth in goodness, and it sorroweth in wickedness, by the means whereof, when it beholdeth all things, and seeth the good and bad so mingled together, it can neither rejoice greatly, nor be grieved with overmuch sorrow. You should help a man to take up a burden, but you should not help him put it back down. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. The beginning of every government starts with the education of our youth. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Alas, what wickedness to swallow flesh into our own flesh, to fatten our greedy bodies by cramming in other bodies, to have one living creature fed by the death of another. If you're asked, what is the silence? Respond, it is the first stone of the wisdom's temple. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. When the wise man opens his mouth, the beauties of his soul present themselves to the view, like the statues in a temple. Astonishing. Everything is intelligent. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. Choose always the way that seems the best. However rough it may be, custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Practice restraint over the following: appetite first, as well as sleep, lust, and anger. It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. Learn silence with the quiet serenity of a meditative mind. Listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Wisdom, thoroughly learned, will never be forgotten. Man, know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God. The experience of life in a finite, limited body is specifically for the purpose of discovering and manifesting supernatural existence. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Silence is better than unmeaning words. We come from God, as the tree from the root, and the stream from the spring. That's why we should always be in contact with Him, as the trunk from the root, because the stream dries up when it is separated from the spring, and the tree dies when it is uprooted. Animals share with us the privilege of having a soul. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand and leading him down the path of reason. Never trust a friend who speaks bad of his comrades. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? In anger, we should refrain both from speech and action.